So we're going to talk about speedrunning Scientology buildings, which John has been sending me so many things on, and at some point he just breaks me down and I have to make a video on it. TikTok is TikTok. Oh, TikTok trends frustrate me sometimes. Okay, first of all, this does not hit the threshold of something that an emergency manager or a disaster risk specialist would normally care about. This is hooliganry and young kids doing dumb things and a police being involved in trespassing on private property style issue. This does not hit the threshold of something I would normally care about, but it's trendy, so what the hey. The idea with this fad or this TikTok trend is people are going up beside Scientology buildings, churches of Scientology, whatever, and they are running into them with cameras and seeing how far they can get to try to map them out before the staff stop them or force them out of the building. They're blatantly trespassing and blatantly aggravating or disrupting a place of business or a place of worship or a place of whatever private property. Okay, they're disrupting private property. Any reasonable individual says that that's probably not the best idea and risks aggravating people. You're creating conflict where there need not be any. Kids being kids, that sort of thing. I think that's pretty much the take for this. The response to this is likely going to be people being brought up on charges and the Scientology facilities being not very pleased. The other thing is with repeated conflicts like this, people tend to get fed up. If this escalates and then people get more and more aggressive, and John, you probably have images of people trying to shake and aggressively force their way into buildings, with that sort of thing in countries where people have firearms, at some point someone gets a bit too angry and then starts shooting and people start dying. So it's generally a bad idea to put oneself in a position where tempers start flaring and people start feeling fight or flight and start worrying that something's going to happen to them, right? This is not a good thing to do. I could go on a rant about how kids get influenced by influencers and do stupid things on the internet, but is this surprising anyone? I mean, people were eating Tide Pods and making Tide Pod food. You know what? Let's talk about Tide Pods because it really feeds into this sort of idea too. Remember back when people would eat Tide Pods? Remember what a Tide Pod is? It's it's laundry detergent. There was a funny joke where people would, eat laundry detergent because it looked like candy, and then they would go into some form of medical distress. I think College Humor made a video on it. I don't know if, with chicken and egg, which one came first in this, if the College Humor video came before the social media trend or if it came after, I don't know. But I remember that explicitly years ago when this happened. The idea was people knew it was a bad idea, and then they would make like Tide Pod pizza and Tide Pod pie, and they would start baking with them and watch them explode in their oven or whatever. And then they would look at it and say, isn't this great food? Doesn't it look good? And then, they wouldn't eat it because they knew it was poison. And of course, some people on the internet didn't get the memo. And then certain kids started eating Tide Pods and teenagers started making the Tide Pod food and then eating it, which resulted in fatalities. So don't do dumb stuff on social media. Most of this stuff you can easily search on the internet on is this a good idea effectively and find out if it is or not. Chugging soy sauce can kill you. Doing the Chubby Bunny Challenge, where you shove marshmallows in your mouth to see how many you can fit, can result in you choking to death. There are any number of these challenges that are really stupid and are putting you on a speed run to the afterlife. I mean, if you think about it, they're speed running in a religious institution, and I just made a joke about speed running to the afterlife. There's probably something in there. Anyways, it's not a good idea to do that. It's probably going to not go very well. And I debated going to the local Scientology church in my area and asking them for a tour to demonstrate that if you're a civil human being and just are polite, they'll probably give you one. But I don't think that that is necessary. I am 90% certain that if I did that and requested it politely, they would say yes. And if they said no, I wouldn't be speed running it. Like, come on.